In our video today, GMAT 41 is going to teach you how you can compare two or more fractions using less than sign, greater than sign, or equal to sign. We're going to look at a general and faster method of making this comparison. You're going to observe this now. The secret we're going to tell you is multiplication. And so we advise you pupils to ensure that you practice your multiplication table regularly. You can set a target. How? Possibly before you go to bed, you practice your multiplication table from 2 times to 12 times. Now let us look at this question on the board. Which fraction of the shaded portion is greater, A or B? Now you see this diagram here. This is A, this is B. You see that some portions are shaded. You can see that. So we're going to compare these two fractions and then say which one is greater. Is it A that is greater or B that is greater? Please watch. Solution. Now if you look at this diagram A, we can get a fraction of the shaded portion. The fraction of the shaded portion is 3 over 7. How did we know that? The total boxes here is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, out of the 7, 3 parts are shaded. 1, 2, 3. And so the fraction of the shaded portion of diagram A is 3 over 7. Then we move on to B. The fraction of the shaded portion, in the same way we count the total boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of the 4, 2 of them are shaded. 1, 2. So the fraction of the shaded portion of shade B is 2 over 4. We are now to compare these two and then find out which one is greater. Now let us go. We have 3 over 7. We bring those fractions down. 2 over 4. Then we are going to link the denominators to the numerator, and do some form of multiplication. 2 times 7 will give us what? 2 times 7 is equal to 14. Then 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Good. Now, I want you, friends, to observe. This fraction produced 12. This fraction produced 14. 12 and 14, which one is greater? Clearly, you will agree with me that 14 is greater than 12. Therefore, the fraction that produced 14, which is 2 over 4, is greater than the fraction that produced 12, which is 3 over 7. We write that 2 over 4 is greater than 3 over 7. We can now conclude. Remember that 2 over 4 is obtained from fraction B. Therefore, we can say that the shape B is greater than that of A. And that is our answer. Guess the trick is pretty simple, right? Good. You use this to solve any form of comparison of fractions. Alright, this is our example number 3. And we have these diagrams on the board. These are triangles with some parts shaded and some other parts not shaded. Now the question is, get the fraction of the unshaded portion, that is the part not shaded, of A and B. Then pick the correct comparison. A is greater than B. A is less than B. A is equal to B. That is the question. So what is the question asking us to do? We are going to write out the fraction of the unshaded portion of A and B. And once we get this fraction, we will now check which is true out of these 3 statements. Let's proceed and do it just the same way we've been doing using multiplication trick. Now we go. For A, the fraction of the unshaded part is 2 over 4. First, you see that the triangle A is divided into 4. 1 part, 2, 3, and 4. Now, out of these 4 parts, 2 of them are unshaded. 2 was not shaded. 1, 2. So, the fraction of the unshaded part of A is equal to 2 over 4. This is the fraction of the unshaded part of A. And then we go to B. The fraction of the unshaded part of B, we have 1, 2 as the total part of B. Out of it, only 1 part is shaded. and one part is unshaded. So the fraction of the unshaded parts, the part that is not shaded, is 1 over 2. So we proceed and do our normal multiplication trick, and we're going to have a 2 over 4. We'll write 2 over 4, and then we're going to write 1 over 2. Link the numerators to the denominators. We have something like this. Now, 1 times 4, what are we going to get? 1 times 4 will give us 4. Then 2 times 2. 2 times 2, what would you get? 4. Good. Having done this multiplication, we're going to look at the 2. You observe that this fraction 2 over 4 produced 4. And this fraction 1 over 4 produced 4. 4, is it greater than 4? No. 4 and 4 are equal. So it simply means that this fraction is equal to this fraction. We write 2 over 4 equals 1 over 2. So we can conclude, therefore, A is equal to B. So friends, we are now looking at example number 4. Question: put less than or greater than or equal to in the box below. 5 over 8 box 2 over 9. So we are to put less than here or greater than or equal to depending on what we think is correct. Let's solve and see. Solution. We're going to bring down our fraction as usual. We have 5 over 8, and then we have 2 over 9. Then we'll link the denominators to their numerators. 5 times 9, what are we going to get? 5 times 9, from your multiplication table, will give you 45. Then 2 times 8. 2 times 8 would give us 16. Now let me ask, 45 and 16, which one is greater? Which one is less? Or are they equal? Now, clearly we see that 45 is greater than 16. 45 is obtained from 5 over 8, and then 16 is obtained from 2 over 9. It simply means that 5 over 8 is greater than 2 over 9. We go back to our box and then fix in the correct sign. Therefore, 5 over 8 box. What we're going to put in the box is greater than 2 over 9.